Brokey Schmokey Vampire. That is actually someone we haven't done. So you get damage per missing health, that sucks. You get lifesteal per missing health, that is not bad. You get armor per missing health, that's actually insanely overpowered. HP modifications are reduced, but not horrible. Oh yeah, okay. I mean, this one gets a lot of bonus damage, right? It also gives you lifesteal. But I'm currently thinking of the sickle. Let's just go for the tooth, let's do it. I think the sickle could have worked out really well. Because more level ups is more HP, which the character seems to be struggling with. Oh my god, we deal no damage if we don't have missing HP, but I don't want to have missing HP. You know, because we just die. That is so much bonus damage though, holy moly. Sure. Okay, please don't mess me over. I need, like, good rules here. One more. Perfect. More max HP, I'll take that. We need to build up the max HP. As a melee weapon, you always need that. Yeah, the biggest problem is just I have so much negative damage that I need to take damage to deal damage. And then it can happen that we take, like, multiple hits in a row because we need to take damage, and then I just die. Because it takes a while that the damage kicks in, right? Like, we first have to get hit. Great. Perfect. I knew it. I'm a mind reader. Beautiful. They're precise, right? Yeah. Perfect. Kind of perfect. I mean... yeah, you know what, I don't care. I just want to have the base version of the weapon. Okay, apparently that is a lot harder. Oh, we look cool. It's a lot harder if you only have one weapon slot that you roll. So I wasted a lot of money is what I want to say. But you know what? I can't recall the last time I was ever in that scenario that I had the blue version. So one weapon was locked. It's kind of obvious if you think about it, but now I know it. That it makes no sense. I still thought, because it's so much more likely to get the weapon, you know, that it won't be that hard. Like, yeah, I have to waste a roll, but who cares, right? Yeah, well, should have cared. Melee damage. You, roll. This is also not bad. Range and attack speed is good. Whistle is amazing. Let's continue. We look so stupid, right? I love it. So how are our stats looking? We have highly positive damage. We have highly positive lifesteal. We need a lot of armor. I need a lot of HP. The problem with Nightmare is just you take so much damage that you can't really say, oh yeah, I'll take a couple of damage, you know, because, well, a couple more hits after that and you're dead. And the issue is the enemies are ranged. You know, that is the problem. Let's get these guys. I want to have some curse fun today. 130. Beautiful, I guess. I could go for the harvesting, sure. It's a bit late. Usually I like to take this right away, but we'll take it. So healing from the enemies in additional ways. What is an item we want to have? There's the one that removes max HP and gives you lifesteal. I don't think I necessarily want to go for that, but we could go for a fun combination with the legendary that also turns your lifesteal into percent damage. Because then we could actually have so much percent damage that we completely negate the downside of the character. And we don't even need to get hit then to have damage, right? So that would be a possibility, but losing max HP is so dangerous. Though we would lose less. But effectively we lose the same amount. Because if I have to, like, if I get less out of a positive, and then lose less out of a negative, it's still the same thing. I'll take that. Crit? I mean, sure, why not? If it's purple, I'll take it. But what do I banish? I think I'll just banish red items, maybe. Yeah. Armor is probably my highest priority, I would say. The insane thing is, our character works in percentages, so if I have a low HP and we take a little bit of damage, we get a huge amount of bonus stats. The downside is, we get a huge amount of bonus stats because we don't have HP to begin with. So I die very fast after that, right? So I don't like the way of thinking. Like, I think that will just kill me. I need more attack speed. A bit more range. Armor is the highest priority. HP to a degree. Armor. Bag. Sure. That is pretty much 4 melee damage, right? Perfect. Let's see if we can do this. I gotta admit, I don't like the what just happened? I don't like the character all too much. And I don't mean the character is bad or the effect is horrible or anything. It's more like, it's like a very basic character, you know? It's like when I randomly encounter Well-Rounded as a character to play, I'm like, oh, you know what? I actually skipped that a couple of times. Not because Well-Rounded is difficult, right? It's like the most basic character in the game. Nothing is difficult about that. It's the most straightforward character in the game as well. Maybe not straightforward, because straightforward would be you can do one thing, and that's the only thing you can do, right? That is straightforward. But what I mean is, you can just do everything. There's like no challenge or restriction to it, and that's a bit boring to me. Percent damage, very good. We could go for more damage. I'll actually take that. Recycling. Um, 27 HP. Yeah, I don't know. I think my goal will be to get to like 60 HP maybe, which usually would be close to 80 HP or exactly 80 HP, actually. That should be fine. And then we have a ton of armor, that we stay safe. And then I get hit once and we get a huge burst in damage. And also armor, right? It also gives us armor. We shouldn't forget about... Ooh! Losing HP gives us armor. That actually puts way more value in having more HP. Because it means we have a longer period with more armor instead of just getting one shot. Because armor loses value very quickly. Okay. Good. Yeah, but that hit barely hurt me. What really scares me is rather, when we get hit in the beginning without the armor bonus, we will lose a ginormous amount of HP, right? And that is the moment where I'm a little bit scared. You know what, I'll actually do that. I usually don't do this, but I'll do this. We'll go for a dodge build. Like, what I mean is, imagine you have 0 armor, right? You take max damage, and that hit deals like 40 damage to you. Okay, well, I would be dead in that case, but let's say it's 25. Then the next hit that would land on me, instead of 25, is only 13, which is a lot less, you would agree. But 25 plus 13, I'm dead. That is more than what I have. And that's what I mean, that I need like a decent base value to not die from the initial hit. Yeah. Why do we spawn so many of them? Isn't this... No, that's the first one. I thought it was the second one for some reason. Okay, Dex, you know, you can also respect the bullets a little bit. Like, I know we want to walk into them to get bonus damage and lifesteal and armor, but let's not do it too much. Okay. But that's the part that spooks me. But imagine we had 74% dodge, huh? A 1 in 4 to dodge, isn't that insane? Do I actually want to go for that though? I don't know. Sure. Sure. Speed? Sure. Alter Schwede, we would level up a lot. Right. Yeah, but it just doesn't fit in. It's like, it's something completely different than what we're doing. Wasn't there an item? No, that's a character ability, right? That per dodge you get bonus attack speed. That was the cryptid that we recently played. But isn't there an item that whenever you dodge you get bonus stats for the wave? I know there's the one when you dodge you deal damage to a random enemy. And we could actually go for that, right? Yeah. Maybe we'll do that today. The real question is, do I need to take damage? And looking at the damage values, I think the answer is yes. But I'm not sure if I'm convinced by that. I mean, 74% dodge is insane, but like, how do we get there? I would need Retromation Hoodie. That would reconfirm that I want to banish all of the red items. And there are multiple red items in there that are really good. Attack speed. Percent damage, right? Yeah, let's go for the percent damage, but the melee damage was very choosy. I would have taken that. Okay, the first banish is out. Perfect. Damage and lifesteal sounds very good. Your structures can crit. Now, I would only buy that because it's so much crit. That is actually an absurd amount of crit. What is going on? That was insane, right? 14% crit. Okay, so we should heal with every single hit that we do because we have so much lifesteal. Now, technically speaking, one item we could take is the legendary that starts you at half HP. Then we immediately have the bonus armor and the bonus damage and the bonus lifesteal. So I don't get blasted away. I could do that because this was honestly really comfortable. And we started at 1 HP, which is obviously not what we want. Like, that is too much. Okay, I need more HP. Actually, you know what? I managed to build up a lot of HP. Like, for wave 11, if my final goal is 60 HP, then 40 HP here is quite good. And you may notice it's not enough. But it could be an armor problem instead of an HP problem. Good. I just don't like how spooky this feels. Like, I constantly look at my HP and it's super low. And this is what I want to have. But at the same time, I'm like, I may just die from one cursed enemy. I'll actually take the range. We obviously don't care about the other one, but I'll take the range. There's even more range. No, I said dodge. Let's do it. Sure. Percent damage, I don't hate it, but we don't need it. As in, yeah, I would love to have percent damage, but, you know. Actually, oh! So you're based on melee damage, and this is the problem. Because we also scale our damage with the lifesteal. Do we want to do this? I would say we'll do this. Let's just do it and see what happens. Because the idea behind that is we take damage, but we dodge most of the hits. And then we bump up our percent damage thanks to that. You know, the more missing HP we have, the more percent damage we get. And then the random effect will just kill all of the enemies around us. Now, whether that actually works out or not is a whole different question. And I'm gonna be ballsy and run through the enemies, but I may regret this in a moment. Like, one issue is lifesteal, and I always hate it. Like, I still don't understand why that's a thing. Lifesteal is limited to 10 HP per second, which makes this one of the worst healing ways in the game. Now, to be fair, most times it's used for just a little additional healing. So you don't even hit the cap. But not hitting the cap does not mean it's good that it's limited. That just means the limit didn't impact anything. But the moment you go for a character with a ton of lifesteal, all around lifesteal, you're like, why is HP regeneration infinite? Why is everything else infinite? Why is this one the only one capped? It makes no sense. That is insane. Honestly, not bad. I'll take the harvesting. More crit? Sure. You know, to multiply all of the damage bonuses, more HP. That is not bad. I need more luck, kind of, right? Because, oh my god. Because we have so many things that we want, but they are red. So I need to get there. Perfect. I would say at this point we are fine with armor. Because it doesn't make sense that the character gives us armor and then I increase it to the amount that I would usually want to have. We want to be a little bit below that. Like, I would say we want to have 66% of the normal armor that I would go for. And when we get all of the bonus armor, we'll have like 33% more. So next up is HP. We have enough attack speed, we have enough range, I'm happy with that. Next up is HP. And maybe I will take HP even to 80. Dodge at the same time, also a thing we'll work on. But dodge is not my highest priority. Like, I love that we have this high value in it, but it's not that much of a priority. Max HP. I will combine these, that we have an easier time to get this one maxed out. Should I take that? That is good. I don't care. It's just too expensive. That is good. Spicy sauce, explosions, based on HP. We get a lot of things, sure. Okay. We're dealing a ton of damage, I like that. The Giant's Belt will be very helpful to deal with elites. I'm not sure if we needed that, because our entire point, like the entire thing of the character, is that we do reach a lot of damage. But I think it will be helpful, like very helpful. Also for the individually strong enemies, like on their own, that are very powerful and cursed, to take them down more easily. That's a very good item. And yes, I want to keep on moving, because the worst thing that can happen with a weapon like this is an enemy manages to get on top of you and your weapons just don't strike the enemy. That is a thing that can happen. Like, eventually they'll hit him, but for some reason they are really good at missing, or I think it's the enemy moving a little bit, so the strikes miss, and then the enemy is able to attack you the entire time. Like, really deadly, but that was easy, wow. They should have just taken it. That's too expensive. Oh my god, yes. Crit and dodge is beautiful. So I would say we are strong now. Yeah, the moment I take like even the smallest bit of damage, our damage shoots up. We have 100 damage now. We started at 17, I believe. Our HP value is looking good, I would say. But yeah, 80 is more reasonable than the 60 I originally said. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-o, nice. Okay, careful, Dex. Yeah, that will be a consistent issue. I think we are never safe from dying. Like on other characters, you get to a point where you heal so much, or you're so tanky that you can't die, or you just kill all of the enemies. I don't think we'll reach that here. Percent damage, it's still negative. Okay. I'll never get to upgrade the weapon. But yeah, I don't think damage will ever be our concern, right? Like, if you have paid any attention to the run so far, you have noticed, damage was never our issue. Our issue is just survivability, and that's why I don't really care about upgrading the weapon all too much. Like, I want to upgrade the cursed one. I will also upgrade them from time to time if it works out with the money. But what I much rather need are just other ways of healing and staying alive. And percent damage, you know, percent damage is also good. Which sounds like a meme. It's like, Dex, if you want to have more damage, then why do you not upgrade your weapon? Well, I don't want to make one weapon stronger that it goes from 17 damage to 20 damage and pay 300 for that. You know, that's a meme. Instead, I want to have more percent damage, because that is what mainly cripples us. That removes all of the damage we would have. Like, here, minus 35% is insane. Dodge. How much do we have? 61%. Okay. I could go for this, but let's not do it. We'll find it over time either way. Tardigrade doesn't do anything. I'm fine with the lifesteal. We don't need more. Oh my god, finally. So your scaling is 125%. Yours is 65. That is almost doubled, which is 130. So that is very good. We also get more lifesteal. Now we just have to find one more. It can even be a basic one. And then I combine the two blue ones with each other. Yeah, and we are dealing a lot more damage. Holy moly. Now we are at respectable values. Like, we are at such high values. I don't think I have to take damage anymore. I will... Ooh. Okay. Maybe the armor is the issue. What is our armor? 16 at this HP. Okay. Hey, the dodge is kicking in. Oh. Okay. I respect the guy a little bit too much to walk up to him. Like, I think we could definitely kill the dude. Especially once we take a bit more damage. My concern is that he shoots a load right in my face, and then I just die. This guy is easier. I'm not saying easy, but easier. Don't need that. Perfect. A little bit more luck. I really need to find the red items if we want to do this. Seriously? Let me get this. Do we want to have the max HP and the HP? The HP region is useless. We lose 2 melee damage for it, right? That's not really worth it. Yeah, I think we'll skip out on that. We skedaddle. Ugh. So many dodges. Perfect. It looks very spooky, and honestly, it is to a part. When we died and got the chest. That's like one thing I need to learn a little bit better. That when I have the overtime healing from consumables, it's not an instant heal, the red chest. Now, to be fair, it heals 25 a second, right? Because it heals over 4 seconds, I believe. And it's 100 HP. So it's not like you're not healing at all, but it's not an instant heal. Sure. That's like so late, but sure. We're almost there. Monkey. Honestly, I don't care, but I'll take it. More armor, I'll get that, yeah. I hate that I don't have more HP, though. I think this will be fine unless we die now. Which sounds like a stupid sentence, but what I mean is, if we survive this wave, I think the bosses will not be a problem, so we have won the moment we survive this wave. But the only concern on my mind is, if we survive this wave. So many dodges. Sometimes I want to walk through the enemies when I see weak ones, but then there's like a biggie hiding and I suddenly lose so much HP. Perfect. Percent damage is beautiful. Can I please get our weapon? You know? Like, what is going on? There we go. You get combined. You have now 68 damage, very high crit damage. We have purples, so I just have to find another one. I may honestly just combine it, because we have enough crit, right? We don't have enough crit. Ew. And we would lose max HP. Okay, so the two things I really don't want to lose. You know what, I'll do it. Oh my god, I almost missed you. 196. Yeah, it's still almost 100% bonus. But you have 83 damage, that is insane. Let's go. And honestly, for this fight, do I want to take damage to get more damage? Or do I just want to take it? I know what, I want to take some damage. Hey, stop dodging. Stop dodging. Alter, we dodged every single hit. Holy moly. I should have stayed. I shouldn't have left. There are just a little bit too many balls on this stage for my taste. How did the other one die? Or did we kill the base guy, I guess? Yeah, I would say this was fine, but I never felt comfortable you know, where I would say, oh, I can't die, or I'm so strong this won't be an issue unless I'm really stupid. I've never reached that point here once. Okay, don't mess it up now. Perfect. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Not my favorite character by far. Like, I would rate this character like a 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10, something like this. We did find the Shines belt, which is huge, right? But, yeah, I don't know. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, subscribe. See you next time. Bye-bye.